Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Charles Dixon-Spain here, and I'm in the office rather than being out there in the windy, snowy weather because, well, what I want to talk about won't work in snow or rain. Basically, over the last few months, we have been, or I have been, publishing a variety of books through Amazon. It all started off with the, oh, you can't see that, there we go, How to Restore a Castle Part 1. And that's done really well. I'm very pleased with it. It's been received well, and it's included some illustrations and basically the story of Sadie and I finding Dunans and getting here and getting ourselves installed. And then once I'd done that, I then published just before Christmas part two. And part two tells the story of that first year of building the red shed, of getting ready to restore the house, but also some of the very interesting events that started to happen, which led us to believe that perhaps things weren't all as they seemed. And it turns into a bit of a mystery. So that's the second part of How to Restore a Castle. And I'm presently writing the third part. And if I say the universe is also writing the fourth part as I speak, you'll get an idea that actually the story continues. It's ongoing and very interesting. And after that, I thought, well, actually, there's an occasion coming up which I really enjoy, and as someone who did a master's in literature, kind of felt appropriate. So we did the Celebrating Burns Night book, and that was released a couple of weeks before Burns Night. It sold really well for the occasion, and was just a real privilege to reproduce some of Rabi's wonderful poetry, as well as a portrait of the man himself, which I'm rather proud of. Because, of course, the other thing that I do is I illustrate all my books. Now, this is all by way of a prelude to talking about the conservation plan for Dunans. Now, we've published this over the last decade in a conventional means. I mean, beautiful books, don't get me wrong. But I wanted to test the idea of an illustrated book with Amazon, and this is it. I'm actually really impressed with it. As you can see, it is just the same as our previous book. It's slightly longer because we put in some more illustrations at the back, things like this one of the tops of the castle walls. And the reason we did it was because it means we can reduce the price of the book itself, and also we can test what the quality has been like and the time scale that it takes Amazon to produce a illustrated book. And I ordered this on this Tuesday, okay? It is now Friday, and I received it in the mail today. I am flabbergasted, frankly, at the level of quality. I mean, you know, illustration, it's just beautifully done. We chose, unlike our conventionally printed copies, to go for a matte finish on both the cover and on the inside pages. Look at that image. Love that image. Isn't that gorgeous? And that has, I think, been really successful. It's just a lovely, lovely publication. And we've actually retitled it slightly. You can see there, The Past, Present and Future for the Castle, Bridge and Grounds. Now, this is a book that was written by our conservation architect, Robin Kent. And it's proven to be the blueprint for everything we've done over the last 10 years or so. But what I'm presently working on is another book, and it's effectively what we've done over the last 10 years, but a photographic record. So something that is going to be, I don't know, 4 times as long as this. It's going to be A4 size, so it's going to be a bit bigger, and therefore we're going to have huge spreads of images, and that is, so that image there will be huge, and it's going to be, I think, I'm trying to get the whole, there we are. I think it's going to be a beautiful book. That's going to come out in the next 2 or 3 weeks, and I'll do another video going through that because it is always thrilling, excuse me, to receive the printed version of what you've been working on. And we've had 4 editions of this now. It's been highly, highly successful, and every time it comes out, it's lovely just to see the copy and the fact that we've improved it each time. So, if you're interested in buying this, or the Burns Night, or the second part of How to Restore a Castle, or even, if you haven't already bought it, the first part, then check out Amazon, and it's across the world, so you can order from any Amazon store which is local to you, which means that you will get these books in very short order. And I've got to say, they are well worth it, really are. Look out for the new book. It's going to be hardback, it's going to be a bit glossier, and it's going to give you an informal timeline of what we've done at Dunans, and it will include all the voluntary sessions, it will include all the work we've done on the bridge, it will include the castle clearance, and also photographs that you won't have seen before. I mean, there's going to be, at the moment, I think there's something like 500 photos in it, and that might rise to around 750, and they're all going to be big format. So it's going to be a really epic book. We're doing it now, partly because I've got the time. It's winter, and I can't go out there and do stuff out there, but also because it gives everybody a chance to get one in as a gift for your lad or lady, for a birthday, for a special occasion, and eventually, of course, Christmas. Anyway, look out for that, and thank you for your time. Cheerio.